Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to recap what happened this year. I'm going to talk about everything that happened. I'm going to talk about some reflections, some milestones we achieved, also a lot of mistakes that we made, what we learned from those mistakes, and then also talk about the goal and strategy going into 2025. So this is not one of the usual types of actionable conversion optimization videos that I share. This is not going to be a blueprint, framework, whatever. This is really to talk about business in general, share my learnings again, talk about how we handle the business, how we approach it, and I will also share some ideas that we have in terms of strategy for 2025. So first of all, I'm just going to recap the year a bit in terms of what happened, just to share that with you guys. I'm going to be really transparent, really going to give you a view behind the scenes, and then I'm also going to share a couple of the mistakes that we made, what we learned from those mistakes, the strategy we're going to have for 2025, and hopefully you can learn from some of those mistakes, from some of those strategies. So yeah, we are all going to help each other become better businessmen. So first of all, in terms of numbers for 2024, I'm pretty happy with what we achieved this year. We are ending with around 5 million in revenue, which is over 54% increase to 2023. We were also able to increase our EBIT margin to 25%, which is a even bigger increase to 2023. We are at 38 team members right now and at 28 clients. You can see we closed 46 deals this year with a contract value of 6.6 million. Also sent thousands of mails, did thousands of calls this year. So pretty busy year. For me, the most important channel is YouTube. This is where I put the most effort into. And I'm also excited to see that it now did over 250,000 views this year and over 18,000 hours of watch time of people watching the content. So at this point, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching this stuff. This really, is really great feedback for me and also makes me really happy that people watch this stuff and spend so much time with it. So end of January, early February, I sat down and I made the first ever video talking about the agency, talking about how I approach business, right? So 45-minute video. This went completely viral. 38,000 people saw it, 90 comments. Also put all of my learnings in a document, basically, with my approach to business, what I focus on, my mental frameworks, and also, which is probably the most interesting for people, is I wrote my bachelor thesis around the topic of the psychological traits of successful entrepreneurs, and I put my key learnings also into this video. The key takeaway with me doing hundreds of hours of research around this whole field of let me just open it up. I've translated it for you guys so you can read through it if you have the time and if you want to see it. Basically, you can see my whole bachelor thesis. Basically, wanted to analyze like what are the psychological traits that go into successful ventures, and especially do they have an impact, and what impact do they have on entrepreneurship. And what I found was that basically in all of the literature, self-efficacy is by far the biggest impact, which is basically this belief in your own, that your own actions can help you reach any goal you set your mind to. So self-efficacy is basically this belief and this conviction of you setting a goal and being able to achieve it yourself, right? And that's by far the biggest impact on successful entrepreneurship, which is crazy to think because it's not really something you can measure. It's something that you can learn. It's kind of like a skill set, but it's not something that you can measure or that's being given to you by your parents or something like that, right? So that was super, super interesting. And again, it went crazy, crazy viral. Then I flew to Dubai to do a mastermind with my good friend Arian Godby from Cyrus Digital. So we did a 8-man mastermind together. I've also put the whole recording on my YouTube channel, and we basically just spent some time in Dubai. So basically what we did is we invited 30 clients and friends. We did a dinner in the Sushi Samba, which is in the St. Regis Tower on the Palm. You can see all of the people, also some good friends like Joe and Vessel. So that's what we did on Friday evening, and then Saturday we basically rented the address downtown, which has a huge, nice open terrace, and then inside where you could just see the recording. We then basically did the mastermind. So this was super, super sick. Then in Q2, we onboarded, one of the biggest personal brands worldwide. I cannot say who it is publicly, but we've been doing conversion optimization, basically for one of the biggest info funnels worldwide. Again, I have an NDA, so I cannot name anyone, but you can imagine who that is. Then another huge client, Huel. Huel is basically, this nutrition and supplement brands. We got engaged to help with the website relaunch, which went live in November. Crazy huge project because they're in so many markets. I think this year they're closing with 250, 300 million in revenue. You can see that they basically did the whole redesign, completely new UX UI, and we basically been working with their team behind the scenes on this relaunch just to make sure that it's really conversion optimized, right? So if you go through this, if you check out how all of these pages are built, if you check out their product pages, we've optimized everything from the images to the copy to the way that you kind of go through the flow, go through the customer journey. We've also added a bunch of upsells, obviously, to this, right? So I would just, if I would be you, take some time, go through the whole online store, kind of analyze all of the stuff that we have in here, because this really is a masterclass in terms of e-commerce and conversion optimization. Then I did a video with my good friend Davey Fogarty, where we basically, because we've been working together for a long time, on his brands, where we basically talked about conversion optimization, his thought process, my thought process. This is also a video that went really, really viral, was crazy. This is more of like a talk video, basically. Then this was around April, May. I did a main stage speaking slot at the Contra Düsseldorf, which is a huge marketing event. They basically flew me in to talk about how we were able to scale the agency to the size that we're at, which was also pretty cool. It's basically what you can see here on the video. Yeah, that was basically Q2, and then I think this is the last point that I had. I basically did a workation in Ibiza, so with my good friend Sebastian, also another friend of ours, Maron, and also all of our girlfriends. We flew to Ibiza. Sebastian got this super nice villa, and we basically just spent some time there. Sebastian and I, we also did it last year already. Then this year we did it again. We do so much business travels together. We spend so much time going to events, masterminds, hosting events. So it's really nice also in between to just take some time, right, more to kind of calm down, do some form of vacation. We all work like 1 or 2 hours in the morning, and then we just spend time at the pool, went to a nice beach club, went to a nice restaurant, and really just kind of took this time to calm down and also reflect on the business. Yeah. So, forgot 2 more things happened in Q2. I did a masterclass for Founder. I've been doing a lot of stuff with founders, so recommend you check out this video. This was also like a really nice webinar that I did with them, which was 1 hour long. And then exciting private news. I retired my girlfriend and we got engaged, which happened in June this year, which was also super excited. On the private side of things. And that was also a big step for us. Yes. Then going into Q3. Q3 was started insane. It started with a $1 million deal that I closed together with my good friend Sebastian from Iron Media that you could see in the picture. So basically, with Sebastian and me, it's that we just have a bunch of mutual projects because me and my firm, we are specialized in conversion optimization, and then Sebastian and Iron Media, his team, they are focused on paid acquisition, also building in-house marketing teams. So basically, we got engaged from this huge $1 billion company, to basically take over the whole performance marketing and the whole website. And as you can see, this is a screenshot of the contract. We got engaged for over $1 million. So this is me FaceTiming Sebastian when we got the deal confirmation, when the deal went signed. Because yes, we closed $1 million deal. We got paid over $200,000 per month. which is crazy for me to say. Like I still didn't realize this deal until now. Like my brain is still trying to accept the fact that we closed $1 million deal with our businesses and got engaged by $1 billion supplement brand. Crazy. And yet, then as soon as I got the news, I basically got on my rooftop terrace, smoked a cigar and called Sebastian. We popped the champagne and everything, and we just were super, super happy. So this is also a testament to what is able in short time frames, which is like I started this business around 5 years ago, and within 5 years we are working with so many huge companies, and we literally closed $1 million deals, which is still crazy for me. So yeah, this is also what you can achieve in a relatively short time frame. I mean, what are 5 years? If you go all in, what are 5 years? It's crazy. As you can see, I'm a bit lost for words. And yeah, this happened going into Q3, which was super, super exciting. And next year, we are also going to probably, talk about the case study, talk about what we achieved with them, which was also crazy. But yeah, this is what happened going into Q3. Then I also got engaged by AG1, which was also super, super cool. AG1 came to me because they needed help to build new paid acquisition funnels for them, which we did, which was also a super cool case. And this was crazy because I found a note that I wrote in early 2023 where I wrote down I want to work with AG1 at one point, right? I basically just thought about milestones, thought about what clients I want to be working with, thought about like speaking slots that I want to have, which also came true. And yeah, AG1 was one of them in early 2023, and now in mid 2024, they engaged us to help them with landing pages and advertorials, which is crazy, right? So again, some of the stuff I'm also showing just to kind of get the point across. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. And a lot of the stuff that we achieve with the business, we wrote down ages before that, right? So not only in terms of strategic goal setting, but sometimes also in terms of vision setting, like what do we want to achieve, right? So I really, really encourage you watching this, like always think about what you want to achieve. Even if it sounds crazy, like back then it sounded crazy to think that one day we would be working with AG1, and now it's reality. What happened? After that, I ordered my dream car. My Porsche dealer sent me a message early August saying, hey, congratulations, 2025 is going to be your Porsche year, and send me a video of the GT3. And I was like, are you for real? Because you have to understand, same with watches. For those of you who are not that much in the car game, same with watches, you cannot just buy any car. It's similar to how you can not just buy any watch, right? So you really have to build a certain history with dealerships, whether you want to get a nice watch or whether you want to get a nice car. So a Porsche GT3 is one of that, right? You really have to build a solid relationship with the dealer. And it's really, really crazy too, because back in 2023 summer, when I walked into this dealership and ordered my Taycan, which I've been driving for the past year, I told Benjamin, who's my Porsche dealer, hey, listen, man, I'm being super serious. One day I want to drive a GT3. And now, 1 year after I've ordered the Taycan, he told me I can get the GT3 because, we've just had a great relationship. I've referred him 4 or 5 people in this short time frame that also got a Porsche, and he was just like, hey, listen, I'm gonna get you a GT3. So super, super excited. This is how I spec'd it out. I'm gonna open this for you guys. I basically made a Batmobile, like a all black, as you can see, basically all black exterior. It's not like the uni black, it's like a metallic black. And then I've also put the Weische package on, where you can see it's those carbon highlights here in the front and here, and then also on the top, and also at the rear wing you can see there's some carbon highlights, and then basically everything else from the outside of this car is black. So super excited for this. I cannot believe that I'm going to be driving this car summer next year. And then basically inside I've just put Alcantara leather everywhere, and then some yellow highlights on the knob and everything, and then also next to the seats. So super excited for this. This is a fucking dream car. Yeah, what else? Then basically in August we made another Mateman Mastermind together with Christian Wolf, who last year or 2 years ago already made $1 billion exit, which is crazy, which is also to show you guys, if you see us doing a Mateman Mastermind, and we're probably only doing like 2 to 3 a year, you should really come. Like the level of people we bring to those events is insane. Like imagine being in the room with people like this who are doing $1 billion exits. It's crazy. So yes, if you see us doing a Mateman Mastermind, Mateman event, come to these events. Same with the Mateman that we did before that. Same with the Mateman we did before that. Let me find the picture. We had crazy guests. We had all of the famous Dubai locals. We had people like Tam Khan, Omar Bisaidi, Armin Siala, basically the GM of Ahmad, the GM of Brabus Dubai, like crazy people, right? So if we do a Mateman event, you should come. Don't waste this opportunity, because we are not going to get them to every single event, right? And if you want to be in the room with like-minded 8 and 9 figure brands and also people like this, come to the event. We're probably going to be doing one in end of February, also in Dubai again, also Mateman Mastermind, and I have some crazy speakers for that. So come to the event and I'm gonna keep you posted for that. Then another thing that happened, we got a second Patek. In October last year, I got this one, which is the 5726 with the, I'm gonna put it a bit closer to the cam. It's difficult to see, a bit closer to cam. 5726 with a moon face on the dial. Fucking beautiful watch. I've been loving it ever since, probably been wearing it almost every day. And then we decided to get this one for my co-founder Lars, 5811. It's basically the plain Nautilus in white gold. Beautiful watch, crazy watch. And yeah, we got that one for him. And now we have matching Pateks, which is sick. Let me see what happened next. Yes, my good friend Alex Fedotov hosted the ESS Mastermind in Budapest. I've put the presentation online here. As you can see, I had to blur out some of the stuff because, some of the stuff is just for the people inside of the mastermind. But if you want, you can watch it here. I've also sat down with Marek, a friend of mine, and had a 15-minute talk. He's basically running $100 million per year brand. I don't want to share the brand publicly, but if you know, you know. And this is, I'm also linked the video here so you can check it out. But it's basically this talk that I did with Marek, and it's really interesting. It's similar, like I was sitting down with Sam Orvans, Alex Hormozio, Alex Becker. He's crazy in terms of his mental frameworks and how he thinks. And also shout out to Alex Fedotov, really good friend of mine. Like we've been doing so many masterminds and events together, and it's just always been a pleasure. He brings amazing people together in a room. This was over 100 people that he brought together in Budapest. It was fucking sick. So super interesting event, and also thank you for having me as a speaker. And it was really sick to meet a lot of people and clients and friends. Then going into Q4, another crazy thing happened. David Beckham launched his own nutrition brand, which is called IM8, which is basically this all-in-one supplement that you can see here. And also I must say the branding, everything super sick. So they basically built this brand together with him. They've just launched it in November, and also directly at the launch in November, they acquired us, like engaged us and said, hey guys, we are getting started with this. We are super serious. We need the best team in the world at conversion optimization to work on this. So they came to us, and it's super excited to be working on this project together with the whole team from Prenetics. Danny is also an amazing entrepreneur. So Danny, shout out to you if you see this. Basically, Danny and David are the brands behind IM8. And yeah, it's been a pleasure working with them ever since. Then early December, I flew to Bangkok, to the affiliate world together with Arian again. I shared a crazy growth case study on stage. It was a huge stage, was really, really sick to speak on that stage. I will also be putting that on YouTube soon for you guys to see it. And yeah, just met a lot of people, again, a lot of friends, a lot of familiar faces at this affiliate world, and super excited to be at the affiliate world again in Dubai next February. And that was almost it. Basically, I did a whole Dubai trip from like mid-November to mid-December together with my fiance. Just spent a month there also to really lock in, to really just work. This was my setup. I just worked all day, and then for sunset I went out swimming, and basically I took the time for reflection and planning, and I'm going to share my thoughts in a second. In this period I also hired a personal trainer, so shout out to Nick. Basically amazing personal trainer. He's also in Dubai, and he's also working with like really, really huge people, and I just thought, hey, just makes sense if I want to get to the next level to hire a personal trainer, optimize my nutrition, optimize my diet, my training, my supplements, my sleep, everything. So just been working with him for over a month now, and then already has been amazing. So yeah, let's get started. I made a lot of thoughts, and I really want to share. I want to talk really openly about the biggest mistakes that we make and also explain them. So the first big thing is, the biggest mistake we made this year is we got comfortable because the business was just flowing and it was just doing amazing. We scaled the business to over 100, sometimes even over $200,000 profit per month, which was insane. And then we got all of these crazy big deals. We got amazing clients, and everything was amazing. And that led to us getting comfortable because it was going so amazing. And we thought, okay, maybe we can enjoy life more. Maybe we can chill more and all of that stuff. But the thing in business is that all of your actions and also all of your inactions have a delayed effect of sometimes months, right? So in Q2, Q3, we just got a bit comfortable. We worked less hard. We focused on shit that didn't matter that much and all of that. And that had a delayed effect going into Q4, right? Because we just got too comfortable and we didn't continue working on the stuff that mattered and all of the important stuff. And this is a really, really huge mistake, and also really interesting reflection is that we simply didn't work hard enough over this year, and we also didn't work hard enough on the stuff that mattered. So even though we had all of that growth and onboarded all of that amazing clients and stuff and had so many milestones, it's like, if I look back at this year, I'm thinking, how much could we have scaled? Like, what could we have achieved if we would have just pushed the throttle throughout the whole year? So that's one really, really interesting reflection. And that's why also a friend of mine said this: when it's going good, that's when you have to go hard. Like, the last thing when it's going good in business that you should be doing is getting comfortable and chill. If everything is working in your favor, if everything is amazing, if you have momentum, that's when you double down. That's when you lock in. That's when you push the fucking throttle. So don't make that mistake. Do not get comfortable when it's going good. Do not get comfortable if you hit a certain number. Do not get comfortable if you make a lot of profit. Like, that's when you should double down. That's when you go hard. So that's a really, really huge mistake. And I mean, obviously you learn from it. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, where could we be right now if we wouldn't have been comfortable in summer? Another one is hire fast, fire faster. You see this and hear this everywhere, but it's so fucking true. Also, we've learned the hard way that, like, mishiring one single person easily costs you over 100K if you're at a certain business size. Like, our business size, hiring the wrong person is a minimum 100K wasted, maybe even 200, 300K, depending on the mistakes they make or depending on, like, the bad work they do. So that's really, really tough. and that also hurts. So on the one hand side, you want to reduce the amount of mishires, and on the other hand side, you just want to double down on finding the right talent. For us, the biggest bottleneck is finding the right talent. It's crazy to think that business bottleneck is the people and also finding the talent, but it is. It's so crazy. But this really separates the great companies from the good companies, and that's why you have to start obsessing with talent as soon as you can. Another one is shiny object syndrome, which ties a bit into getting comfortable. Basically, when everything is going good in the business, we started focusing on other shit. We were like, okay, everything is going good. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's start with that. Let's include this. Let's make that new offer, right? It's so weird, but we as entrepreneurs, we all have this fallacy of just going for shiny objects. So if I look at this whole year, I probably wasted 2 to 3 months working on the wrong shit or chasing after shiny objects that didn't really have any significant impact. And getting comfortable and shiny object together, it's just going to kill your business. That's simple. So you really have to... This is just me getting into flow right now talking about this. You want to minimize wrong decisions. At a certain business level, if you make the wrong decisions, it can kill your business. Yeah, it's just crazy. You have to become better and better and better at making decisions. And then the last one is, I would say, delegating too early. You also hear delegating everywhere, and it also sounds really good, and your ego is going to be like, yeah, that's amazing to delegate stuff. You're such a great entrepreneur. You're working on the business and not inside of the business, right? But really, it backfired like crazy for us to delegate certain stuff. I mean, obviously, we delegate a lot, but there's certain key elements in the business that you have to be responsible. Not everything, but key areas. I will never, ever, ever give away or delegate the key areas again in my business. I've just made this mistake, and it's crazy. There's certain money-making activities. There's certain money-making activities, like the highest ROI activities in the business. Never delegate them, right? You can delegate execution, lower-level tasks, people supporting you, but never delegate the highest-level shit. And yeah, those are basically the biggest mistakes we made this business year, and we draw our lessons from them for the next year, but that's just the stuff that I wanted to share with you, right? Really, really please don't make the same mistakes that I did. I hope this is helpful for you. And then going into the goals and strategy, I also wanted to shed some light on that for 2025. Strategy based on 2024, prioritize health over everything. I saw a lot of times this year that I got tired too early, or I couldn't grind through hard enough, right? And this was mostly due to my diet or nutrition, sleep, training, and overall routine. So that's also why I got a personal trainer right now, because I said I don't want to be at a 7 or 8 out of 10. I need all of those 4 to be at a fucking 10 out of 10 to be able to perform at the level that I want to transform, right? I also looked at people, again, like Alex Becker is an amazing example for this. They go crazy about their routine, diet, sleep, and training. Same with Alex Hormozy. They optimize that shit to a T. They are 10 or 11 out of 10 on every single scale. And that's why I also think it's going to make the difference for entrepreneurs. If you're not healthy, if you're not at the peak of your game, with your body, with your mind, with your sleep, with your nutrition, if you're not supporting your body and mind with everything it needs, you're just going to be outperformed by somebody who does. So that's why next year I'm going to be putting my health first. I should have been putting this earlier, but that's the key thing for next year. Secondly, it's all a compound game. You want to optimize for the long-term output. All of the decision-making should be optimized for long-term output, not short-term pleasure or gain. And also, business is a marathon, not a sprint. This is my 5th or 6th. Yeah, next year is going to be the 6th year running this business, which really just shows there's been so much stuff that we started 2 or 3 years ago that now has a big impact, right? So Good example for that is the personal brand. Like we started posting on Twitter 2021, we started YouTube in 2022, and now it's end of 2024 going into 2025. I started doing speaking gigs beginning of 2022. I started doing my own events going into 2023, mid 2023 in Barcelona. And now I just have so much stuff that compounded of my input that now I can feel, right? In terms of brand awareness, trust, recognition, case studies and all of that stuff. So you really want to treat business as a compound game. Another big thing was back to the basics. So I really cut shiny objects, and I really thought about this principle from Alex Hormozy. Most of the times you have to do more of the stuff that works, or you have to do it better. Less of the times you have to do something new. So it's more of the stuff that works, it's doing it better, and then it's doing something new. So basically I cut out all of the shiny objects, I cut out all of the stuff that I tried. I just got back to the basics and back to what has been working for years, and I'm doing more of that. Another one is KPI-driven decisions. We basically measure every single KPI there is in the business. We measure everything from how much are we paying to acquire customers, how long are those customers with us, what is the NPS, what is the CLV, what are the margin, what is the CM1, CM2, CM3, how is the team working, how many tasks is the team getting done per week, per day, how much percentage is the team on deadline. Like we measure everything in the business, which also helps us make KPI driven decisions, right? If we see that, for example, the NPS from one client portfolio is dropping below an 8 or 7, we can go into that. If we see that the team is not 95% on deadline, we can see that and go into that. If we see, hey, we are not retaining customers long enough, or we are paying too much for any customers, we can go into that. And then the last thing is we just double down on staying boutique for the agency. So we're going to give it a 28 clients cap, basically where we're at now. So we're only going to open up spots if a client leaves, and we're going to scale with quality, not quantity. Meaning we are not scaling by adding more clients, going to 35, 40, 50, whatever. We're just going to scale with the quality of clients and also with increasing the pricing, not with the quantity. And what we're also going to do is we are going to involve ourselves, so me and my co-founder Lars, in every single project that we're working with. We've been doing that in the beginning, then we moved to only doing the key accounts. But next year, as again, the whole strategy is around staying boutique, we are going to be involved in every single project that we're working with. Yeah, that's basically the biggest mistakes reflections this year. Therefore, the goals and strategy for next year. Didn't talk about goals yet. But this is the strategy going into next year. The goal, one of the biggest goals I have is increase my content output. If you look at my YouTube channel, the last 3 months, I've basically been putting out one video every single week. I want to even increase that content output on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram and Twitter to help more people with the free content that I'm putting out. Which also ties into another goal I have, is just to dominate on another level. The CRO space, like the space that I'm in with the firm that I have, is a blue ocean. We are currently the biggest agency in Germany. We are in like the top 10 or top 5 biggest agencies worldwide in this space. So we just want to continue to dominate, continue to build on our position, meaning we want to work with bigger brands. We want to get more awareness and scale the business. At this point, it's not really about money or like a certain goal metric anymore in terms of profit or stuff. It's just something that comes with it. For us, it's really about continuing to push the throttle and see what's possible in this realm. We want to launch our SaaS publicly. We've basically built our own tool, which is Conversion.io, where we can run A/B tests, where we have a dashboard, where we combine all of the data from our clients into this dashboard, which is, super, super sick. We've basically been building that for the past 3 years. And we're probably going to be launching that publicly next year. I mean, that's the goal. We've already been using it the past 3 years with all of the clients we've been working with, and they've been loving it. Right now, it's really a USP for our agency. So, yes, we're probably going to make that public next year. And then again, for me, the biggest goal is push the throttle hard. Push the throttle hard and see what's possible and enjoy life and business on the ride. Want to end the video with giving a couple of shout outs and thank you. First of all, to my amazing co-founder, Lars. He's really behind the scenes, so you won't really see him on social media or anywhere, but he's carrying the whole business. He's managing the whole team. Also want to say thank you to my amazing team, all of the people, all of the account managers, data analysts, everyone that's working in the team, getting those crazy case studies and client results. Without these, especially Lars, I wouldn't really have a firm, right? Sebastian Salinski, one of my long-term partners from Iron Media. We've been working on so many projects together, crazy case studies, and it's just, great to have people like Sebastian on the side. Also Arian from Cyrus Digital, also really close friend of mine. I didn't even mention I did a really nice vacation with Arian and Crete, where we just went fishing for like a week, which was super fun. And those two guys are like my closest friends in business. I spend the most time with them, next to Lars, obviously, and we just work on all of our clients together and just have fun in business. Shout out to my family, my fiance. I really am convinced that the relationships you have at the end of the day is the most important thing you can have. Shout out to my network, friends, colleagues, all of the people that I have in my network. There's so many people that I have in mind that I cannot even name them in this document. But I appreciate all of the hustlers. I appreciate all of the people that grind, that work hard, push the needle, and show what's possible. I've been really fortunate to meet a lot of really great entrepreneurs, and that's why I also do these Mateman events, to connect more people and also help other people meet the right people. And then also, at the end of the day, what I also already said in the beginning, shout out to you guys supporting the channel, supporting the content. Thank you. Big thank you for making all of this possible. And again, I hope some of the stuff here was interesting or helpful for you. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I won't be doing too many of these videos because I really want to focus on keeping my channel actionable and not talking too much about the business or stuff. But again, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'll probably do a video like this again in 1 year talking about 2025. So see you soon.